What's going on, bro? Let the people know who you are.
How everybody doing? My name is Latif. Go Harder for Life Fitness. You know what I mean?
This Chicago, nigga.
Hey, Hunto. I'm ballin', bitch. I feel like a nigga should enter the draft. Hey, up in the bank every day, bitch. I feel like I'm part of the staff. What? Nigga pull up and we leaving the wet like he hopped out of bed. 4 niggas sales right through his ass. 350 clips, we ain't worried about shit. We smoking on dope. I bought with your bitch. I don't need it no more. No. My team like a ghost. I'm doing that dance. We see it no more. Extend the clip, we ain't need no more. She can't suck a dick. I don't see it no more. How you get bitch? Fuck a bitch in a minute. I send me out on his ass to a spirit.
Word up. So, like, what exactly do you do? What's your occupation?
Well, I'm a certified personal trainer by day, superhero by night. Pretty much, you know, helping people out, reaching their fitness goals, things of that nature.
Let people know where can you be contacted at?
You can reach me via website at www.goharderforlife.com or via email at support@goharderforlife.com.
All right. So let's go into like your background. Where you from? How was it like coming up for you?
Well, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York City. Basically stayed there to the age of 13. You know, it's the ghetto. It's rough coming up, etc., etc. But I adapted, and you know, I moved over here to Jersey in the 7th grade, about 14 years old, with my mom, my sister, and you know, it's been pretty good since then. You know, things been looking up.
Right. So for the young kids coming up, you know, in like a bad environment, well, you know what they like to call it, a bad environment, what advice do you have for them to stay on the right track?
Okay, well, basically, my first advice would be find a male role model that's positive and cling to that person. Also, never believe that your surroundings and your situation defines you. You can always, you know, make it out of any situation if you put your mind to it and if you work hard.
That's good. So, you're Muslim, right?
Absolutely.
So being a black Muslim in today's society, how do you feel the outlook is on black Muslim men in today's society in America?
Well, of course, society as always uses the media as their main resource of perception. So of course, black males in Islam gets thrown into the fold of Islam because you know, the media perceives Islam as being negative, terrorist, etc., etc., when it's completely the opposite. Now, anyone who knows an actual Muslim and, you know, gets to interact with that Muslim on a day-to-day basis, they know that Islam is about peace and it's about unity and bringing people together and striving to reach heaven.
Right. So, pause. All right, you said you came to Jersey around 14 years old. What school were you going to when you came to Jersey?
I was in East Orange, so I went to Hart Middle Complex at the time, C Building, Patrick Haley. You know, I had a pretty good experience there. It was still rough transitioning from New York to New Jersey.
Right.
You know, getting to meet new people, new adversaries, etc. You know, the whole shebang. When you're young, this is things you got to go through. So from there, I went on to CJS, Clifford J. Scott High School.
All right.
They changed it to STEM Academy, but you know, same thing. You know, I'm a little more known now. You know, but at that point, you know, I decided to take another route, and you know, I pretty much got in with the wrong crowd.
Right.
You know, it happens, and you know, I started hanging out in the streets and the parks with my friends, and pretty much, you know, got into a lot of trouble.
Right.
Left home, stayed out. You know, pretty much going against everything that my parents were telling me.
Right. So pause. I don't mean to cut you off, but right there, people are so bent on parenting and really letting everything, oh, it's the parents' fault, but you're letting us know that you had good parents, Your parents inside of your life and they're telling you to do correct, but you chose, it was your own will you chose to go do these things, right?
Correct, yeah. Well, parents, it was just me, my mom, and my older sister.
Correct.
You know, so, you know, it's hard for a woman to basically raise a male after a certain age.
Right.
You know, he needs a male role model, someone to guide his steps, which I didn't have, so I allowed the older guys in the streets to take on that role, which in turn led me down the wrong route. But
right.
what I want to say is, there's a bottom point where you reach that snaps something in your mind where I have to change. This is not right, you know. And I reached that point around 18 years old, where, you know, I came to the realization that there's a whole world of opportunity out here, and this same routine, this still negative routine, day in and day out, isn't adding up.
Right, like if you notice, if you ever go away, you go on trips, go on vacation a month, 2 months, or you leave a year and you come back, it's the same people, same corner, same clothes, same lifestyle, nothing has changed, people aren't improving, aren't growing. What is your advice to the older generation to be a better example to the younger generations?
Okay, well, for those guys, I can relate because I used to be one of those guys.
Right.
So what I would tell you is that the realization that you have a younger generation that is looking up to you is key. Because if you don't understand that concept, you're going to continue on in your negativity.
Correct.
If you realize that the younger generation is looking at you and modeling their lives after you, then it should snap in your head, okay, I'm a leader. In some form or fashion, I'm a leader. And I should lead these younger men into being good men, and not continuing the cycle of negativity and destruction in our community. So basically, realize that you're a leader and that you have, you know, people watching you and people that want to be like you. So be something great so they can be great as well.
Correct. That's beautiful. Now look, we're gonna probably wrap it up, but I wanna talk about the women, because I feel like a lot of people don't touch on the women, the young women today in our society. Well, in our area, period, in Newark, you know, New Jersey, New York, whatever. What are your advice to the younger women?
Okay, young ladies, being that I have 7 myself.
Wow.
Yeah. What I would tell you is that be yourself. Find out who that self is and be that. Don't be what you see on the TV screen, because that's not what is intended for your lives. You need to focus on finding yourself, finding a higher power, finding how he wants you to live, and embrace that. Do not model your life after what you see on the TV screen, because that's going to lead you down the wrong path, trust me. So pretty much, hopefully you have a good female role model in your life as your mom first, and follow your mom. Listen to your mom, listen to your parents, listen to any adult that's telling you anything good, because there's nothing but bad out here in the streets for you. So follow the people that's been through it and that can tell you how to avoid those pitfalls so that you can succeed.
Alright, bro, I see you got the that hoodie right there. You want to let them people know what it is, your brand, and what you got going on?
My brand, Go Harder for Life, you know, LLC. You can purchase any of this. Hoodies, tanks, tees, goharderforlife.us. And yeah, right now we have a year-end sale going on, so try to catch that before the New Year's. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, you can for bookings, you can book me via website, goharderforlife.com, or via email, support@goharderforlife.com.
Alright, bro, thank you so much for being part of this project, man. I look forward to interviewing you again, man. It was beautiful.
Absolutely, you too, bro.